Hello. As you all know, I am a beginner with Fusion 360, so I'm learning new things as I go along. But sometimes I find things that I've been sort of wondering how to do, and I find kind of an intuitive, cool way to do it. So I thought I would share today. When you have when you have something like this, and I need to have a uh, perfect alignment of this. This is the roof of a house, and I want it to align perfectly to this edge here. But I do not actually know the angle, but I want it to align perfectly to the house. I don't want it to be like a micrometer off or anything like that. So what I found out is that you can normally do this by you can mark the component. You can press M for move, and then you can select the axis, and you can use the axis of the line here actually, like that, and you get like a rotation thingy, and you can take it all the way down as much as you want. But you can see here when I have it set to like 45 degrees, you see that it's intersecting with the object. But I don't want that. I want it to like a little bit behind, but I don't know how much that is. So what you can do is you could also do this, measure from that to here, and then you get an approximate degree. But again, I don't want to have to type in the degree. So I'm going to show you what I do. First off, I found out that you can create like a generic axis over a point or a line. So if I do like here, select that line and I go to construct, and you can do a um, axis perpendicular to a point creates a construction axis through a point. So you can have that there, or through an edge. So in this case, I will use through an edge. I do like this, and you see you get a window here that says you have a create an axis. Press OK. Now you see on these faces here, you also have these axes like the green one here, and basically you create a manual axis like that. So you could create an axis here as well, and then you get one that goes the other way. The thing here is that it's just for reference, really. But what I found is that when you want to move it from there to here, you can actually do that in one operation. So you mark the object you want to move, press move, and then you click on rotate. Everything is good so far, and you take select. And instead of doing the edge now, I'll just select the axis. Okay. Now, how do you get it to fit exactly to that point? Well, you have here on the degree section on the side, you have three dots. I'll move the window a bit so you can see. So here you have the options. It's previously used degrees that you've used, and then you have something called measure. That one is really nice because it's basically the same one as you have up here, but you can use it when you move. So if I click here and click measure, you sort of get the objects unselected, and you have to click on the measure the distance from here to there. And I know that there is a distance here like from there to there, but that doesn't matter because what we are after is the angle. So I'll click front, and I'll make sure I select this edge, and then you select the other edge, which is the closest one here, and then you see it lifts it up, but that is the positive one. That is a perfect angle to this side. But I wanted to go the other side, so what I'm basically doing is just go in, minus, let me see, home, and you see it fill in the degree, but there could be other decimals that we actually don't see here. That's why I want to use the measure there, because in the background it might have other decimals. So you put the minus to make it flip the other way, and then you select capture position, and OK. And now you have a perfect alignment of your roof. So if I just made it transparent so you could see. opacity control and select it to 100%. And now we can see that there is no gap or anything here. Actually, there is a gap, but that's micromanagement small. But I think that's because it's been placed like that on the according to the top. There's probably a tiny gap to the edge here. Anyway, that was just a small quick video to show you how I managed to figure out how to rotate along an axis but using the measurement thingy. So thanks for watching. Hope that helps.